Hi, welcome to Group Insights for the Soul. I am Bridgit Muratore. I am an energy bodywork specialist, and I love to walk alongside women as they tap into that inner innate knowing part of them. And that's part of why we created Group Insights for the Soul. This is an opportunity with two or three other people to join Lori and I and spend this time either asking a question or sharing a situation that you have going on in your life that you'd like a little more insight into. Or we can pull an angel card and we follow the energy from there. Lori and I tap into um, our innate knowing. I call that love, life force energy God, and just share insight that we receive about the question or situation that you have. And the cool thing about doing it in a group setting like this is God doesn't waste anything. So as we begin this dialogue, everything that comes up is meant for each one of us on this call, not just the person asking the question or having the situation. And it's meant for each person who listens to this call afterwards as well. So what we encourage you while we have this discussion is just tap into where in your body, in your spirit, in your soul, is this resonating for you? And what is it in you that you are needing to hear from this conversation today? And I'll let my lovely colleague Lori introduce yourself and we can get started.
So I'm Lori, and I just love to play in all things energy and loving and empowering. And so this is just a beautiful space for us to contribute and all grow. So I'm ready to get started. All right, Bridget, who feels like is our first person?
I feel Katie is our first.
All right.
Full card.
Pull a
Okay.
card. Okay, so I have 3 decks and I kind of like numbered them 1, 2, and 3. So which one do you choose?
2.
And I'll just ruffle them up and we'll see what comes up. I love when I'm like, oh, it's that one. And it's like, nope, nope, not yet. Nope, nope. This one. All right. So that is the picture. Can you see that? Okay. And it says pillars of light. Ah, that's so funny. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle.
I mean, just mic drop. We can be done now.
So what's coming up is guys, sometimes the suffering of vibrational rising, right? As our vibration rises, as we jump into a different timeline, as we jump into a different reality, it's uncomfortable because what we're used to, what we think is real, what we think is us, what is comfortable, what is harmonious back here is not what's harmonious here, right? And that is the comfort or the discomfort. But if we can sit, Katie, if you can sit in the uncomfortable for even that long, inspiration starts to happen. What that next move is starts to happen, right? And so, yes, it's uncomfortable. And it's actually good news. What if the uncomfortable suffering is actually the good news of what you're stepping into, right? We've been conditioned that suffering is bad and wrong, and we need to try to avoid suffering, or we need to transcend above suffering. Whereas what if suffering is just the indicator? Oh my gosh, I've jumped into a whole new reality and I'm ready for more. I'm ready for more ease. I'm ready for more fun. I'm ready for more alignment. I'm ready for more money. I'm ready for more people to see me. I'm ready for more of my creative genius. And so, yeah, girl, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. And everything has happened exactly the way that it's supposed to happen. It's all good news. It's sometimes how we've labeled it or the meaning we've created from it.
Yes. It's so fun, Katie, as I see it as a journey, and all of these things that you've been on have been building and building and building and building to where you are, and you're very at peace with, yep, this is the next step for me, and yes, I'm taking that next step. And like Lori was saying, that vibration is sometimes uncomfortable, and like as you look back and recognize all the growth that you've had has been in its perfect order as well. It has shaped you to be in the space that you are currently taking, the step that you are currently taking. So nothing has gone wrong. Everything has been in perfect order. And it's a beautiful process and a beautiful journey as you kind of, I feel this very yin and yang with you. Like you're very like used to kind of going through the roller coaster of emotions and feelings. And it, it's I feel like there's just like this appreciate what you've gone through also. To appreciate what you've gone through also. And because it's beautiful. The whole journey of it is just spot on.
Yeah, thank you.
I love it.
Thank you, Katie.
Yeah, you guys are spot on. So yeah, like that card. I relate to that card a lot right now because I'm hearing that outside, like outside sources plus internal are like, okay, you're the sage, you're the guide, this is where you need to be. But a conversation that I had yesterday was like, you need to basically sit in your story and, own the value of the story and be there. And so, yes, that's my next step for myself is to sit in the value and actually be appreciative of the journey because it's been a fun one.
Love it.
Thank you.
That was a juicy way to start.
I know. Awesome. Jessica.
Hey,
Hey, girl. Hey.
hey. I think I'm actually going to go with a card as well.
Hey.
And I was filling deck two also. Just before Katie said two, I was like two.
Okay. Well, guess what's really funny? I typically move all the cards.
Oh, you do?
I do. And so now I'm sitting here, I'm like, does that mean we stay with the same one since she already told me? Because now what order I put it in. So I do feel like we're supposed to stay with this deck. So it's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, hold on. Let me shuffle them up a little bit. Right. Oh my gosh, I'm not even kidding you. I am not even kidding you. I'm sitting here going, I feel like, what if I pull the exact same card because it feels like it totally resonates for Jess as well. But I'm like, I don't want to assume. So I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to shuffle.
That's
So
crazy.
crazy. So I am going to read it again because what's for you in this exact same card is going to be a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to read the card again so that we can get the energy of it.
Beautiful.
Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle.
I'm gonna start talking. Lori,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, right away, Jessica, the fire. I feel such a flame fire, and light rising is what really pinged from the words from that card as well. You being the catalyst for that flame in others. You are such a magnetic, you know how like when I'm on a campfire, I can sit and stare at the flame of a campfire for hours and hours, and it gets bigger and smaller and bigger and smaller, and again it kind of goes on this journey, and that is you. That is how I see that light rising. You are definitely in a trajectory course, and that that fire is so magnetic. Other people are going to gain so much from what you are bringing to the space that you're in. It's just fire. Fire.
Thanks.
And I love you guys, even though, like, remember that whatever we said to Katie applies to you. Whatever we're saying to Jess applies to you. Whatever we said to Katie applies to Jess. Whatever we're saying to Jess applies to Bridgit, right? It is why it's so synchronistic. Only like Bridgit might need to hear that a little bit, and Jess might need to hear it this much, right? It's what is the main thing that each person needs to hear, yet we can all glean from that, right? So you guys tap into what is being said to everyone else. And that's the beauty of sharing this out, because even if somebody listens to this 10 years from now, right? So Katie, some of the things that Bridgit was saying, I'm like, and are you hearing this, Katie? Are you hearing this, Katie? Right. And so Jess, for you, like when I pulled the card and I was like, pillar of light. So for Katie, what really resonated was that your vibration is rising, right? That's the part she really needed to tap into, yet all the rest of it's true. And for you, it's like the pillar of light. And it's exactly what Bridgit just was talking about. The way that I saw it, though, was really like you are creating a way for people to see things that they haven't ever seen that way before, for you to illuminate something in a way that just clicks and resonates with people, right? Sometimes, you guys, we hear things over and over and over, and sometimes we're like, oh yeah, I get it, but our hearts don't get it. And the pillar of light that you bring illuminates these concepts that people are like, oh my gosh, I've heard this a million times. But as soon as Jess said it, I get it. It's embodied. And you do that so naturally. You don't even have to try to convey or help people to understand. Like there's no oh, I need to figure out how people are going to understand this or get it, right? You just show up and people are like, I get it. Oh my gosh, I get it. Which actually frees you to just be your magnificent, shiny, fun you. And you just get to show up, and all these people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I see the light. Oh my gosh, I get it. Oh my gosh, I'm illuminated. Like they're going to catch it. And it's so beautiful and so freeing for you just to go and like sow your little glitter oats and let everyone just go, oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. 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 Like, guys, when we find our genius on this planet, it's not hard. It's not laborious. Are there things that we have to do? Yes. Are there things that maybe we have to figure out and practice a lot? Yes. But it shouldn't be like, oh, I got to do this thing, like we're, self-flogging. And that really is what you bring to this planet, is this example of how to just be the light that you carry and let everyone else just go, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I see it. So beautiful.
Can I share something that I was told like when I was like 14, I believe? Somebody told me that I was going to be a light set on a hill, like for others to watch and to emulate. And they'll say, as Jessica lives, so do I want to live. And like, that's what's hitting hard, is that reminder of that's kind of just been how I've wanted to live my life and show up, that not as a comparison thing, but to shine light. So I loved hearing this today. And always a gift to have those reminders drop in. So thank you. I needed that.
Yeah, girl.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank
girl.
you, Jess.
Tracy.
Hi, I'm
Hi, what do you
here.
got for us?
Um, well, can I say a few things and then have a card?
Sure.
And I went right to number one.
Okay.
So I have many, numerous, beautiful, amazing things happening. And I guess I'm just sort of going, yay. And navigating it all is challenging, and I'm up for it. I'm game too, but just that's kind of it.
Yeah, so before I pull a card, I'm just gonna say you're gonna get a different card because the deck is different. However,
Yeah.
go back to what we said to what Katie's card was and what was highlighted in Katie's card. Like as we receive what we've been asking for, guys, it's uncomfortable because our vibration doesn't quite, our cognitive isn't quite on board with the vibration yet. And
Right.
sometimes the more we get what we ask for, the more we go, I don't know how to navigate actually this thing I've been asking for. But the good news is if you weren't ready to navigate it, you wouldn't be seeing it in the physical yet. Right? So yes, we might not know how to navigate it, but your capacity to navigate it is solid because it's showing up. Because if you weren't ready to navigate it yet, it wouldn't be showing up yet. You'd still be asking for it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so this is your card.
I can't really see that.
It's like a Pegasus unicorn and a girl riding a rainbow Pegasus unicorn. Okay, and it says clearing debts. Oh, and this is very little writing. This is a brand new deck for me, you guys, and it's very little. Okay. Oh, your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. So just for the sake of the card and just understanding about how this works, this does say financial or emotional, physical or ethereal. Debt is debt is debt. It shows up in both places, or it could be showing up in one and not in the other, right? So one person could have financial debt, but no emotional debt with it. Somebody else can have a lot of emotional debt, but no physical financial debt, or you could have both, right? But it's really tapping into like, what does that debt mean for you? Not immediately go to, but I don't have any financial debt, or I'm not really carrying a burden of my financial debt, right? A lot of people have a debt on their house, but they're like, it's my house payment. Like there's no problem here, right? So don't get caught up in how we perceive debt as only something in the physical. Okay. So I just wanted to start with that. And then Bridgit, I'm gonna let you go first.
Yeah, well, as soon as you started talking, Tracy, I kept getting this like your cognitive is trying to figure it out, and that intuition piece of you, there's like I was seeing it kind of as not a solid highway moving back and forth. It was like because the cognitive is trying to work it out and trying to have it make sense, but this underlying piece of you that embodies your beliefs is not tied to this cognitive piece. And so I was getting kind of this deceit, like the separation between the head and the intuition, the God within you.
Okay.
And so it makes sense then that when Lori started reading the card, and I got this very clearing of old beliefs because our cognitive holds on to these things that we have been patterned to, right? It's just part of how the human is designed. We come out into this world and we pick up all of these patterns and all of these programs, and then we think that's what we believe. And as you sit with that trying to figure it out, if you can move, almost divorce yourself from the cognitive piece and simply sit in God's love, as uncomfortable as it might be, sit in that and then ask, what no longer serves me? What belief am I holding on to that can truly be let go? And you might have to do that again and again and again.
Absolutely. I feel like we all do that constantly because everything's changing, which is good, and I thrive on that. But yeah, that's sweet because yeah, you try to figure things out and then you're like, yeah, I don't know still. But if you just basically let it go, right? Just let it go, give it to God, and then and do it, you know?
So it's so cool because the minute that Bridget started talking, I started getting like my download. And I love it because some of the things that I said in the very beginning, again, this is the beauty of how all of the three of you being on the call together are tying together. Because here is the debt that I perceive, the debt of not believing what God says about you, right? We evolve. So here's a spectrum, if you will. Here's us, and here's what God says about us, right? Here's the truth of what God says about us. And when we resonate with that, it feels yummy, right? But then we're growing and we're growing, and God's saying, okay, this is the next version of you. You're ready for 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 the next version of you. But if God says, this is who you are, this is who you're ready to show up as on this planet, but we're back here believing that this is who we really are in relationship to the gift we are in our human and in our spirit, right? Because if we don't understand that there's two sides of us, the human side and the spirit side, because our spirit side is always in alignment with God, because that's our capacity. Our human side isn't always on board with who God says our spirit has become at any given time, right? So the debt is the degree to which we don't agree with God. And either that debt will cause us a greater amount of suffering, or it will create a longer length of suffering, right? But if we utilize the suffering as an indicator, oh my gosh, I'm growing, and we sit in it and we come into agreement with God, that dissipates. and then we start emulating that new version of ourselves, right? But the debt is actually, where do I not agree with what God is saying about me? That I have the capacity, that I'm worth it, that I deserve it, that I can, that the thing he's calling me to do, he'll equip me with as I continue to move. All of those things are where we don't agree with God, that then causes that suffering. And again, the initial suffering, good news indicator, yay. Prolonged suffering, that's where it's our choice to actually come into agreement with God or continue to resist. That then creates the additional chronic suffering, if you will. So, yeah, come into agreement with God. Yeah, God, I'm awesome. Yeah, I deserve this. Yeah, I'm ready for this. Yeah, I have the capacity to move through this. Yeah, I can handle this. Yeah, you've already equipped me. Now I just have to step into it. Yeah, yes, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys. Bridgit, any final words?
Yes, I just, again, with the thing that I love about doing these group sessions is, in group insights for the soul, it spells gifts. Group insights for the
Is
soul.
that an acronym? Is that what that is?
Okay.
Yeah.
An acronym?
Okay. So the
Okay.
acronym for Group Insights for the Soul, and we didn't do this on purpose. This is a God thing. It's gifts. And what I love doing group work like this is, like we said at the beginning, God doesn't waste anything. So each insight is meant for all of us, as well as anybody and everybody listening. So I just thank you guys for showing up, being willing, being open, because it truly gives me so much. So I appreciate each one of you. Just thank you so much.
100%. Yeah, you guys, I appreciate you so much. And I appreciate Jess, did you have something to say? Oh, okay. I thought you went from unmute or muted to unmuted. So I was like, oh, I don't interrupt. Yeah, I just want to say thank you as well, because again, the more I get to tap in and do this was one of the things that actually Bridgit and I, why we started, because I'm so present because I'm listening for you, right? I'm listening to what God wants to tell you. And so I have to be tapped in and in the present moment. And I love it. And it feels so good. And it fuels my soul. And so I love how reciprocity works, right? The more we actually give, the more we receive. And so I just love how it works. I love that you guys are willing to trust us with your hearts, with your businesses per se, the things that you are creating, your futures. Like, you trusted us, and you trusted us to give some feedback and insight. And we do not take that lightly. And I'm so grateful. And I feel so fortunate to have trust like that from you guys. So thank you so much. And as always, check out these other videos. Maybe there's something for you for tomorrow. A different conversation with a different person is going to have different insight. So check out the playlist. We want to continue to just bless and honor you. If you're seeing this and you're like, I want to do that, I want to be on there, we're going to put a link down in the description for you to schedule and come on and let us bless you as well. So have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you so much. I love you guys.
You.